All right, y'all, let's talk about some drama. Let's talk about that baby mama, baby daddy drama. That is right. God is using me and my child's father as an example to the world. Okay? He's using us as an example to the world. Because let me tell you something. My child's father, at one point, we was like this, right? Like, I couldn't get enough of him. I just loved being around him. His energy was great, and my energy was great. We coexisted very peacefully for a long time, okay? No strings attached, right? We never, ever were in a relationship, right? But towards the end, right, before I got pregnant, we agreed that we were dating, right? Dating. And I want you ladies to be careful when you start dating people. You guys got to really set the terms of what it is you want from a person, because if you don't, they will play with you, right? My child's father is a fucking liar, right? This man literally told me that we were exclusive. It was just me and him, right, at the time, right? And I was like, cool. We agreed to that, right? And then, like, every time it was convenient, he would say things along the line of, I mean, yeah, like, we're dating, but we're not in a relationship. Ladies, watch out for shit like that. Don't, you guys gotta read the room, pay attention to how they treat you, and all of those things, right? But like I said, God used us as an example. He used us as an example, and I'm gonna show you these messages, right? This is from before I got pregnant, right? I'm gonna show y'all these messages, right? I can't remember the last time you pulled out. Surprised I don't got a kid by you at this point. He says, to be honest, me too. I knew I couldn't be the only one thinking it. I dropped a few healthy ones too, so it threw me off, right? Okay, and I said, for real, I don't think I can get pregnant. LOL, I think you can, we got lucky, right? That's what he said. I think you can, think you can, we got lucky. And then I said, then lately, before my period starts, I get nauseous and throwing up and shit. Apparently, those can be normal premenstrual symptoms. Then I sent the picture of my floet. And that was the day I got pregnant, y'all. The day I sent him the picture. And I said, definitely the riskiest part of my cycle. He said, oh shit, chill, yo, laugh my ass off. I said, that's when it's the wettest though. And he says, I want to make white stuff now. Yeah, in other words, he's saying he wanted to nut in me. Yeah, that would be nice. I know, right? I'm good for some of it if you are. I was going to hit you last night, but I was gone. I was asleep. I'm off on Thursday too. I can deliver BDE tonight. I'm a little tired, but I'm good to go. Big dick energy? Question mark. Yeah, left my ass off. I'm fucking dead. You must want another child. Laugh my ass off. I don't have to nut in you. LOL, you can if you want to. You be liking that shit. I be liking it too. Yeah. Those are the messages, right? God wanted to use me and my child's father as an example, right? This is proof right here, Mr. Tyree Starks. This is proof right here that we both knew what we were doing when we made that baby. And we even had conversations about it, and he said he'd be there, right? But, when the time came and I had the baby, everything wasn't all peaches and cream. And I'm going to just tell y'all straight up what happened. When I was pregnant, I found he had an extra phone, and I found it in my car. It didn't have a password on it. I went through it, and I saw that he was fucking bitches, hella bitches. He wasn't using condoms. I even reached out to his old girlfriend, and she told me everything and how long they've been dealing with each other. It was long before I got pregnant. So I was heartbroken, but real gangsters move in silence. Yeah. So I did what any normal person would do. I told him I ain't find the phone. Yeah, he was looking for the phone. I told him I didn't see it. And I kept it. And for a while, I was reading all of his Instagram messages and some of his Facebook messages. And he didn't know. And I watched him lie to me. Yeah, I watched him. I even kept fucking him for a while. Until I got a horoscope from a girl named Mecca Dreams. Mecca Dreams is literally a gift from God. She is telling the truth. Everything she says is true. And she told me, and this was August of 2023, she told me, Pisces, if you don't leave this person alone, you're going to catch something that you can't get rid of, right? So I left him alone. Now, I don't know if he actually has anything that he can't get rid of. How would I know, right? Because I didn't have none of that from him. So how would I know, right? But this is the lesson. And every relationship I've ever had with anybody was a lesson from God. And he wanted there to be receipts, and that's why there are. Because he said that I'm going to prove it down to a science. So here it goes, right? Yeah. I decided to sell his phone on one of my homeboys eventually. But I just kind of got real distant. I stopped talking to him during my pregnancy, and because he felt this shift in energy, all he could do was argue and start fights with me after that. And we fought about everything. We fought about baby shower arrangements. We fought about whether I was going to breastfeed or not. Everything was a fight. Because let me tell you something. Anger is a secondary emotion triggered by hurt. He was hurting. And since he did not have the emotional intelligence to talk about what he needed to talk about, his hurt, he got angry and he was dismissive. Being dismissive is demonic, because the Lord will always seek to understand you while the devil will dismiss you. He doesn't want to hear you out, right? And let's talk about astrology now, right? Because this goes really deep. This whole story, it goes really deep into astrology. It's not just about my child's father. People think I obsessed over my child's father, when in reality, the situation, it matters and it's karmic, right? So everything that happened on 8/8 Lionsgate, August 8th, that's when I had my spiritual awakening. So hold on, I just gotta find these messages. Hold up. But August 8th is when I had my spiritual awakening, right? And that is when it was like a big long prayer on my phone, right? Just think about it like that. It was like a big long prayer on my phone that I typed while I was in a manic episode, right? And these messages were to Tyree, my child's father, my baby daddy. His name is Tyree. So I had some messages to his baby mother. Her name is Taekwona. Now this is karmic. All of our names is karmic. Tyree, Taekwona, and then Tylea, Tyla. So this is all karmic. And then there's Taylor. The Tay, Tay, separates me from the rest of them, because I am the prophet, while they are a part of the prophecy and a big part of the prophecy. However, I am a prophet, right? Now I want to read you guys some messages, right? So I just want to start here, right? This is August 9th at 2:08.